Hello, welcome to YouTube channel. In this video, we'll study about studying a cusp's potential, philosophy, and promises. KCILT, like KP, follows Placidus system instead of equal house division as followed by ancient astrology. Unlike ancient astrology that follows equal house division where a cusp starts at 0 degree and ends at 30 degrees, KP and KCILT do not follow equal house divisions as all 12 Rashis signs have different duration span. Both KP and KCILT follow Placidus system of house division, and unlike ancient astrology, importance is given to cusp instead of an entire house. Cusp means beginning of a house. In KCILT, we use Kular and Marsh. It's and Marsh is a tool to calculate the dasha. It's for every astrology uses a different Marsh. Each cuspal position is defined by a particular sign, Rashi, star, nakshatra, sublord, and subsublord. The lords of signs, Rashi, nakshatra, sublord, and subsublord are called the co-rulers of the cusp. Purpose of study of a cusp. We analyze a horoscope to determine the following. What is a person's destiny? That is, what is person to the promise to the person for all aspects of human life. B. Timing the specific events. Purpose of study of how philosophies, potential, and promise of a house is studied in KCILT. Other systems of astrology like Parashari, Bhrigu, Gemini, and Lal Kitab, they focus on the house sign that rises in that house and Rashi Lord. In Nadi, they check the sign and its Rashi and star, in what star that sign is positioned. In KP, importance is given to Rashi Lord, Star Lord, and Sublord. And in KCIL, importance is given to Rashi Lord, Star Lord, Sublord, and Subsublord. Importance of a cusp subsublord. In KCILT, the study of a horoscope is the study of the planets that co-rule the cuspal positions. However, we should remember that the potential philosophy's promise of each cusp is dependent upon the significations of the subsublord of the cusp, which differentiates person born with a little time difference. Paramount significance is given to cusp subsublord as it differentiates person born with a little time difference. So this section is most important, and we can get this section by doing birth time rectification. If the birth time is not rectified, this will not be correct, and if this is not correct, then predictions will not be accurate. So we have to get this thing correct. You see, subsublord changes too quickly, thus it is essential to know the exact time. This person had some confusion and was not sure if her birth time is 11:35 or 11:37. If you see in 11:35, SSL is Venus and here SSL is Mars. All the 12 SSLs for 11:35 are different than the SSLs of 11:37. Similarly, this person also is not sure if birth time is 10:08 or 10:10 a.m. You see, with SSL is Mercury for 10:08 and it's Venus for 10:10, and all the SSLs here are different than the SSL here. So the exact birth time is very essential to get the correct predictions. Studying promises from subsublord SSL. The study of the cusp of a house is basically the study of what the destiny of an individual has promised the person regarding the significations of that house. Ascendant, subsublord, and subsublord of a cusp help to study promises. A person experiences in his or her life only that which is promised in the horoscope. It should be borne in mind that a person is not a guarantee that an event will happen. A promise is not a guarantee that an event will happen. Sometimes promises are kept, sometimes not. What it means is that even if the dasha supports something, but if that is not promised in your horoscope, if that is not promised as per the subsublord of a particular cusp, then that event will not happen. Or even if the subsublord promises something, but if the dasha, if the dasha is not favorable, then you have to wait till you get the favorable dasha to enjoy the results. Step 1. Study of the ascendant. A person is born at a particular moment on a particular date and at a particular time. A person's character, temperament, qualities, traits, uh, her or his capacity to enjoy the pleasures and struggles of life, her or his style of functioning, what is destined for her or him can be understood by studying ascendant. A person enjoys the significations of those houses with which the sub-lord of the ascendant has established link. This can be direct or an indirect link. Sub-lord aims to know if promises are destined or to happen or not. A married person is highly likely to get her or his first child during the joint period of the planets that signify 5 co-born, 2 expansion of family, and 11 fulfillment of desires. The married person may run the joint period of the planets that signify 5, 2, and 11, however, may not get a child if sub-lord of the fifth cusp does not promise childbirth. This is if the sub-lord of fifth cusp gets committed to cusp 1, 4, 8, and 10, or in final confirmation cusp 1, 4, 8, 10 appears. 1 is 12 from second, so it will cause problems in expansion of family. 4th is 12th from 5th, so it will cause problems in becoming a parent. 8th is 4th from 5th, so again it can cause problems to become a parent. 10th is 12th from 11th, so it can affect fulfillment of desires. Person will become a parent or not has to be studied from 5th cusp sub-lord. Suppose 5th cusp sub-lord is Jupiter and Jupiter is in its own star and appears in the below mentioned cusp. So Jupiter is in its own star and it appears in the below mentioned cusp. It has position status and it appears in 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11. Jupiter's sub-lord is Venus and Venus appears in the below mentioned cusp commitment 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And in final confirmation, Jupiter's sub-lord is Saturn and it appears in 1, 3, 4, 6 and 10. So you see here 5, 11 appears and here also we see 11 appears. Although 5 and 5 does not appear, but there is a good cusp 5, 11. 9 is also supportive to 5 and 12. 9 is also supportive to 5. 12 is not good for 5. So here at commitment level uh, some are good and some are not favorable. And in final confirmation, Saturn appears in 1, 3, 4, 6, 10. 1 is 12th from 2nd, 4th is 12th from 5th, 6th is supportive to 5th, 10th is not supportive to 5th. So because in commitment and final confirmation, good favorable cusps, many favorable cusps are not appearing, but cusps that are not favorable are appearing, it can cause no childbirth despite the dasha being favorable. Person will become a parent or not has to be studied from 5th cusp sub-lord. Involvement, commitment, final confirmation. So if this is the involvement commit and this is the committed and in final confirmation if this appears, then no childbirth. In the 5th cusp sub-lord, in SSL involves desired cusp 2, 5, 11, but person cannot become a parent as commitment is happening with 1, which is 12 from 2nd, 4th, which is 12 from 5th, 8th, which is 4th from 5th, 8th is also 7th from 2nd, 9th cusp which is 8th from 2nd, 10th cusp which is 12th from 11th. 12th cusp which is 8th from 5th. So it commitment also good cusps are not appearing and final confirmation also good cusps are not appearing. So the person will not be able to become a parent. Summary. Step 1. Study if ascendant sub-lord promises the event. Step 2. Fix a primary and supportive cusp that will take part in enacting the event. Step 3. For a particular event's promise, we need to look for the links, direct or indirect, of the sub-lord of the primary cusp to the desired cusp. In KCILT, we follow Placidus system and Kuller and Marsh. Potential philosophies promise of each cusp is dependent upon the significations of the sub-lord of the cusp, which differentiates person born with a little time difference. Even if dasha promises an event experience to happen, if sub-lord related to the event experience does not support it, then event will not happen. Many thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or queries, then you may go through the information mentioned in the description box to connect with me. I appreciate you took time to watch this video, and I do hope it helped you. And if it did help you, then please subscribe to this channel, because in the next video I'll talk about Rahu and Ketu as subsublord of any cusp. These are the books that I studied. I wish you have a great day and be safe.